80s, and all of a sudden it came to light that cigarettes were bad for you, right? And all the tobacco companies started buying up food companies, you know, because they're thinking, fuck, we got to get out of this.
Right.
And so Dad worked for RJR, which is a tobacco company, and RJ Reynolds, what it was, RJ Reynolds, and they bought Nabisco, and the companies merged. It became RJR Nabisco. And Dad had an aberrationally good year that year. Dad ended up becoming like the president of Nabisco and shit.
Wow.
Yeah. I forget if it was, I don't really know what his title
So they didn't figure out until the 1980s that cigarettes were bad for you?
It only became a legal issue in the 80s.
Like lawsuits and shit?
Right. They only really got fucking scared of lawsuits in the 80s.
You know what's crazy? I just read something about tobacco companies that they're making more money now than ever. That less people smoke, but they charge more for cigarettes now than they ever have before.
Oh
so
my God!
In Australia,
it's $20 a pack.
What?
$20 a pack.
$20 American or $20 Australian?
Well, $20 Australian.
What's the exchange rate?
It's full parity to the Canadian dollar. So,
okay, so pretty close to our dollar.
One Australian dollar is 75 cents.
Huh.
For American. Dude, it's so fucking funny. I was over there. I've done a few Australia tours. And I went in there. They got the fucking cigarettes locked up. Like, you can't even see them. They're in a fucking, like a gun cabinet, you know? You gotta ask them to unlock the gun cabinet, which you can't even see into. And then, like, it's illegal for them to even have a fucking, a logo. Like, there's no logo, there's no nothing. Like, even the name.
Like Marlboro, they can't use the logo?
The brand name of Marlboro, every fucking cigarette's, the name of the company has to be in the same fucking font. They can't even have the Marlboro logo or font. It's all a uniform font that says the company, and the entire fucking pack is just the whole fucking packaging is nothing but one gigantic photo of like a dead baby.
Right.
Like the most hilarious fucking like shit. And I'm telling you, it's $20 per pack, and everybody's fucking smoking. I think that's like the craziest thing about it, is that the more they charge more than ever. And dude, there you go.
Whoa,
brand.
Go full screen with that. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
smoking causes blindness. Who the fuck's ever gone blind?
And look,
smoking causes throat and mouth cancer. Oof.
Brand. You see? Brand. And in the
Brand
same
variant.
fucking font.
Wow.
Oh my God. It's so fucking hilarious, dude. I laughed so hard.
And it doesn't work.
Dude.
And it doesn't keep people from buying it. That's what's hilarious.
Work. And dude, I mean, imagine that. Imagine picking up a new pack every day.
That is so fucking bizarre.
They got
so
straight
bizarre.
Up. They got dead babies. They got
smoking causes emphysema. Grab me a pack of those.
Dude, every single one of them is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen in England they have a big picture of like people that have, you know, like lung cancer and shit on the cover, and it says smoking will kill you, but they don't have this shit. What the fuck? It causes peripheral vascular disease. It makes your feet rot, gangrene.
Dude, there was the most tame picture I saw on a pack of cigarettes was it was a picture of a toilet with blood in the water, and I forget what the point was on that one. But cigarettes make your asshole bleed.
Isn't it crazy that doesn't even work? Like you're selling someone something that you're showing them all the terrible shit that it could do, and everybody's like, "Yeah, worth it."
Right.
Worth it for a puff.
I know. I used to be convinced. I remember Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew used to pester me to try to get me on that celebrity rehab show before I was sober.
Right.
And he had another project which was trying to, it was focused on getting people to quit smoking cigarettes.
Were you smoking at the time?
I smoked for fucking 17 years. I started smoking when I was 16 and stopped when I was 33.
Whoa.
Yeah, 17 years I fucking smoked, man.
Do you feel any ill effects of it now at 43?
Almost 43, and
how's your cardio?
I think it's pretty good. What fucked up my cardio was all that nitrous oxide, dude. I fucked up my dude. I went through those Whip It cartridges.
Yeah.
There's 24 per box, and there's 25 boxes per case. So per case, there's 600 cartridges, and it was not unusual for me to go through 600 in like 24 hours, 24 to 36 hours.
What?
I took every measure to try to limit like the fucking air that went into my lungs to try to make it like all nitrous oxide. Like I was the whole time I'm holding in a lungful of that shit, and I'm just with my fucking the canister from Starbucks and shit. I was like a fucking wizard at like loading up 6 into it while holding the last fucking ones, you know. And dude, that was when all the crazy shit would go down, because I would be like awake on cocaine for 3 days and inhaling nothing but nitrous oxide. And at that point is when shit starts popping off, and people are walking around my apartment who are never physically there. You know,
so you're just seeing a bunch of shit.
Oh, dude, like actual fucking people, man. I watched a dude walk through my apartment and fucking pick up my bong and take a hit and blow out smoke and fucking then like put it down, and just the dude walked through the wall. He was never fucking there, ever.
Whoa.
But
he looked as real as I do, or
dude,
Jamie does.
Yeah, dude, I had fucking like tactile hallucinations. I had fucking.
You could feel things.
Big time, dude.
Like what kind of things?
Because here's my whole thing, and I kind of still believe this to this day. Is, you know, that like our little 3-dimensional experience is very small part of what's going on in the universe, right? There's
right.
Like there's dimensions, there's, you know, all frequencies, everything, and that like that if you do enough drugs, like the barriers between these different compartments of the universe become eroded somehow. You know, like I started hearing voices, and to an extent, I fucking believe still that shit was real. Like these spirits that were fucking talking to me. I'm hearing the voices. Like
I had a conversation with a friend of mine who sells weed about a very similar thing, where I was saying that I think that something happens when you smoke pot. It's not just that you get high, but that the way you interface with the world changes, and then the world changes because of that. Not the world changes like the world changes for you or for him, but the world that I'm experiencing is different.
Yeah, like in the quantum physics kind of sense.
I don't know. I'm too stupid for that.
Right, me
but
too.
What I'm saying is that my feeling about the world is that when you change the way your brain works, which is essentially what you do when you get really high, and you change the way you think about the